Welcome to the lecture series of Bioinformatics. I am Dr. D.S. V.Z.K. Kaladhar, Head Department Microbiology and Bioinformatics, Atal Bihari Vajpayee University, Bilaspur, Chhattisgarh, India. Now, let us see about the lecture series of Bioinformatics, in which the second lecture series is Biological Databases. In this, we will generally deal regarding the biological data and the platform which has been stored related to biological data. Basics. Bioinformatics is the management and analysis of data for the life sciences. The ongoing exponential expansion of data for the life sciences is both the major challenge and is important for finding biological queries in 21st century bioinformatics. In recent years, biological databases have greatly developed and became a part of the biologist's everyday toolbox. The quantity of data is expanding and new types of biological data continue to be introduced as a result of technological development and a growing understanding of biological systems. One of the first biological sequence database was probably the book Atlas of Protein Sequences and Structures by Margaret Dayhoff and colleagues, first published in the year 1965. Data. Data is information and base is organized collection or the platform. So, hence a database is an organized collection of data generally stored and accessed electronically from a computer system. There are several data repositories of protein and nucleic acid sequences. The largest biological database is the GenBank database. At first, NCBI in the US, which continued over 12 billion nucleotide sequences. The SwissProt and TREMBL databases at the EBI contain only complete sequences from genes known to code for proteins. Relational database. Although several types of database exist, almost all database systems is widely used today conform to the relational database model first described by Codd in the year 1970. Database system offers advantages by storing data with a minimum amount of redundancy, speeding access to data, providing security and backup of data, and controlling multi-user access. One creates a database by first modeling the data domain using an entity relation or ER diagram, creating a database and accessing it interactively using the structured query language or SQL can be pretty marvelous in itself, but in almost all cases production databases are accessed and updated via programs. Relational database concept has generally key foreign keys, SQL, COD, BMS, views, forms, transactions, reports, indexes, joining tables, normalization, natural join as where selection on cross predict, array referencing or predism, forms and reports, cross tabulation. Hence, in array referencing, so Perl and DBM is the main concepts. Entity relation diagram, if we have different types of attributes with different instances, we can connect one table with another table in the form of ER diagram. DDL or data definition language, it contains creating of table. So, create table, table name, column name with data type and attributes, and similarly different column names with different data types and attributes. At the last, we have to provide with the semicolon. The example for this is create table genome as gname varchar2 not null, comma gene1 varchar2 not null, comma, and so on, finally provides with the semicolon. The second example is create table gene1 and the third create table gene2, where different attributes as gene2 are gene1 and also gene2 and other types can be provided in the DDLs. Insert into table name column X, column Y, column Z and so on with values as value X, value Y and value Z can be provided in the DDLs. Example, insert into genome, gname gene1, comma size, comma quantic, where values Homo sapiens, BCH 2142 and some DNA sequence can be provided. Coming to DML, that is data manipulation language, here you can have select, update and delete. Example, select gname, comma gene1 from genome, semicolon, and in the same manner update table name, set column X is equal to value X, comma column Y is equal to value Y, comma column Z is equal to value Z, where providing with a condition. In the similar manner, if you want to delete some attributes from the table, we can provide with delete from table name, where providing with a condition. Coming to the basics of the biological concepts, central dogma of life, nucleotide and protein sequences are the foundation for all bioinformatics tools and resources. So, the main function and the transformation of the molecules in biological lives are DNA to RNA to protein. So, here there are the single letter codes with 20 different letters except BO, X, JU, Z. 7 additional amino acid codes which is providing as B for aspargine or aspargic acid, O for pyrrolysine, X for any nucleotide or residue, J for indicating the leucine or isoleucine, U for celerocystin, Z for glutamine or glutamic acid, and if you provide any dash, so no corresponding residue will be provided in the sequence. Similarly, the IUPAC code for DNA sequences are A for adenine, C for cytosine, G for guanine, T for tyrosine or thymine, N for any nucleotide, R for A or G and Y for C or T, and dash if there is none or gap provided in the sequence. The standard genetic codes provided with the T, C, G, A will be provided in a particular order with different types of amino acids, the codes provided in the sequence when it is converts from the DNA to the protein. There are different types of biological data such as genome, DNA and different types which has been provided, which represents different codes as the gene expressions and regulations of the molecules which is present within the cell. Types of biological data. There are genomic DNA, complementary DNA or cDNA, recombinant DNA or rDNA, express sequence tags or ESTs and genomic survey sequences or GSS. Coming to genomic DNA, genomic deoxyribonucleic acid is chromosomal DNA in contrast to extra chromosomal DNAs like plasmids. It is also then abbreviated as small g with DNA. Genomic DNA is the genetic information that makes up the genome or the complete set of an organism's genetic information. Genomic DNA stores the entity of the coded instruction manual. It usually exists in cells in the form of chromosomes, which are large compact complexes made up of DNA and a variety of regulatory proteins. Genomic DNA has a variety of functions in hereditary. Complementary DNA or cDNA. Complementary DNA is a DNA copy of a messenger RNA or mRNA molecule produced by reverse transcriptase, a DNA polymerase that can use either DNA or RNA as a template. It is synthesized in a reaction that is catalyzed by the reverse transcriptase and DNA polymerase enzymes. Scientists usually use cDNA when they want to express certain protein in a cell that does not normally express such a protein. This process is referred to as heterologous expression. Introns are not non-coding sequences, while exons are DNA coding systems. mRNA is formed after all introns are removed from the primary RNA. Hence, the expression of such a protein will be done by transferring the cDNA that codes for that protein to the recipient cell. If you take this example, ATT, CC, GAT, AA can be complementary to the TAA, GGC, TA, TT, where if a reverse of the complement has been done, then we can say as a reverse complement. If the A is converse to T or C is converse to G or vice versa, can be called as the complementary DNA. Recombinant DNA or rDNA. Recombinant DNA or rDNA molecules are DNA molecules formed by laboratory methods of genetic recombination such as molecular cloning. Recombinant DNA molecules are sometimes called chimeric DNA because they can be made of material from two different species like the mythical chimera. The DNA sequences used in the construction of recombinant DNA molecules can originate from any species. Proteins that can result from the expression of recombinant DNA within living cells are termed recombinant proteins. Recombinant DNA differs from genetic recombination in that the former results from artificial methods in the test tube, while the latter is a normal biological process that results in the remixing of existing DNA sequences in essentially all organisms. Express sequence tags or the simple form as ESTs is a short subsequence of a cDNA sequences. EST represent partial sequences of cDNA clones with about 300 base pairs to 700 base pairs. ESTs may be used to identify gene transcripts and are instrumental in gene discovery and in gene sequence determination. The production of ESTs begin with the construction of cDNA libraries. Hence, this diagram shows the overlapping of ESTs to form the cDNA library. Genomic survey sequences or GSS are nucleotide sequences similar to ESTs, that the only difference is that most of them are genomic in origin rather than mRNA. Genomic survey sequences are typically generated and submitted to NCBI by labs performing genome sequencing and are used amongst other things as a framework for the mapping and sequencing of genome size pieces, including in the standard GenBank divisions. A genome survey for high density linkage map can be constructed using a next generation sequencing approach. Genome survey sequencing is a new way to map the genome sequences, since it is not dependent on mRNA. Coming to the database types, there are 4 different types of databases: the primary database, secondary database, specialized database and composite database. Primary database. Primary databases are populated with experimentally derived data such as nucleotide sequence, protein sequence or macromolecular structures. In the early 1980s, several primary database processes evolved in different parts of the world. There are 2 main classes of databases: DNA relates to nucleotide database and protein database. The primary databases have grown tremendously over the years. So, if you look at the different types of DNA databases, EMBL, GenBank, DDBJ, Celera is the databases present in UK, US, Japan and Celera. Likewise, protein databases, PIR, MIPS, Swissprot, TREMBL, NRL3D and GenPept, which is present in different locations. Primary databases mainly provides in GenBank, EMBL and DDBJ. Primary protein databases which is widely used are Swissprot, TREMBL. Secondary databases. Secondary databases comprise data derived from the results of analyzing primary data. Secondary databases often drawn upon information from numerous sources, including other databases like primary and secondary, controlled vocabularies and the scientific literature. They are highly curated, often using a complex combination of computational algorithms and manual analysis and interpretation to derive new knowledge from the public record of science. Secondary database, ProCite or ProDOM and PFARM. If you look at across these 3 secondary databases, ProCite is a database of protein families and domains. It contains an entities connecting the domains, families and functional sites as well as amino acid patterns, signatures and profiles. ProDOM or protein domain. The ProDOM database is a comprehensive set of protein domain families automatically presented from the Swissprot and TREMBL sequence databases. PFAM or protein family is a large collection of multiple sequence alignment and hidden Markov models covering many common protein domains and families. Prints and blocks. Prints are a compendium of protein fingerprints. Fingerprints can encode protein folds and functionalities more flexibly and powerfully than can single motifs. Full diagnostic potential deriving from the mutual context provided by motif neighbors. Blocks or block sum. Protein blocks contain a multiply aligned sequence segments without gaps that represent the most highly conserved regions of protein families. A database of blocks has been constructed by successive application of the fully automated. If you see about the difference between the primary and secondary database, primary database is an actual system, whereas secondary database is a knowledge base or curated system. So, primary database is direct submission of experimental data from researchers, whereas secondary database results of analysis, literature research and interpretation often of data from primary database. Examples: GenBank, DDBJ, ArrayExpress, PDB, etc. Whereas in secondary database, Interpro, Uniprot, Ensemble and etc. Coming to the tertiary database and specialized databases. Tertiary database consists of information which is distillation and collection of primary and secondary sources. Some tertiary sources are not to be used for academic research unless they are also be used as secondary sources or to find other sources. Example: dictionaries and encyclopedias, which is already present in the websites. Specialized database, it contains the data from individual organisms, specific categories, functions of sequences or data generated by specific sequencing technologies. So, some of the examples of specialized databases are GDB, that is genome database, MGD, that is mouse genome database, SGD, that is Saccharomyces genome database. Coming to the composite database. Composite database or metadatabases join a variety of different primary and secondary database sources. Examples: OMIM, a catalog of human genes, genetic disorders and related literature. Gene, molecular data and literature related to genes with extensive links to other databases. Composite protein databases are MMDB, all in the same manner, MIPS and SP plus TREMBL, that is FISPROT plus TREMBL database. Coming to sequences and file formats. So, hence there are different types of file formats which has been representing in the bioinformatics. So, the first file format is the GenBank file format. So, the GenBank file format is a general format which contains the DNA sequence such as ATT. The second file format is FASTA. The FASTA sequence is formatted as predicted by the first starting with the greater than symbol. The first word on this line is the name of the sequence. The rest of the line is description of the sequence. The first character must be a digit or a letter. The remaining lines contains the sequence itself. The blank lines in the FASTA file are ignored, and so are spaces or other gap symbols such as dashes, underscores, periods in a sequence. Example is the greater the symbol with some name with digit or numerical letter, that is 1, followed by the next line with the sequence such as ATT. The third file format is PIR, a greater than sign followed by a 2-letter code describing the sequence type such as P1, F1 and so on, a semicolon followed by the sequence identification code such as the database ID code. The example for this PIR format is greater than symbol with P1 semicolon CRAB underscore ANAP 1. In the next line alpha crystalline B chain, and in the next line contains the protein sequence such as MD, IT, IH, NP, L, I, and the ALN clustal W2 with semicolon. Sequence file format of ALN clustal W file format. The format is very simple. The first line in the file must start with the words clustal W. Other information in the first line is ignored. One or many empty lines, one or more blocks of sequence data. Each block consists of one line for each sequence in the alignment. Each line consists of the file name, white space, up to 60 sequence symbols, optional with white space followed by a cumulative count of residues for the sequences, a line following the degree of conservation for the columns of the alignment in the block. One or more empty lines can be provided. So, the example of this ALN clustal W file format will be shown in this sequence file format, that is GCG file format. In this, some of the hallmarks of the formatting sequence are the name of a single sequence. GCG format file begins with the line all upper cases, and the example of this GCG file format is been provided below. Sequence file format of .msf files contains some other information as well. Name, weight, the name of each sequence includes in the alignment as well as its length and checksum, both non-editable and weight as the editable required. Separating line must include 2 slashes. Is divided the name weight information from the sequence alignment that is required. So, the multiple sequence alignment, each sequence name in the above name weight lines is included. The alignment allows you to view the relation among sequences which has been presented below. Coming to the different types of database based upon the information available in the biological data. So, there are different types of databases: nucleic acid sequence database, protein sequence database, protein structure database, biological literature database, biodiversity information databases, sequence motif databases, molecular or functional, enzymatic or catalysis or metabolic databases, microbiological databases, cell type databases, toxicology databases, spectroscopic databases, and genome databases. So, let us say about one by one about these databases. First one is nucleic acid sequence databases. Nucleotide or protein sequences are the foundation for all bioinformatics tools and resources. A GenBank sequence record is most familiarly viewed as a flat file with the information being presented in specific fields. DDBJ and GenBank flat files are similar in design. NCBI has a single search and retrieval system for all the databases that it maintains. This system is called ANTREZ. Users can query an individual database or all the databases with a single query. So, the three main nucleic acid sequence databases are GenBank, DDBJ and EMBL. NCBI's GenBank. GenBank is the NIH genetic sequence database. It gives detailed collection of all publicly available DNA sequences. The website for NCBI's GenBank database is www.ncbi.nlm.nih.gov. Coming to the flat file or the annotated file of the NCBI's GenBank. So, this contains three main components. One is definition, accession and organism. In this, it contains the first line with locus containing the accession number, the number of base pairs and the type of nucleotide, whether linear or circular, and the type of organism with the date deposition. Second, it contains the definition which contains the title of the paper or the data. Third line contains accession which contains 2 capital letter and 6 numbers. The fourth line contains version. So, based upon the deposition, so the accession number dot 1 or accession number dot 2 and so on with the GI number. The next contains keywords with source of the organism classification. Coming to the second part of the NCBI's GenBank, that is reference section. So, the sequence which is deposited has been provided in this reference section. It contains the first part with reference, second the authors, third contains title, fourth general, the journals which has been published, next PubMed IDs and so on. And if there are 2 or more submissions, again followed with the reference, authors, title, journal and some comments at the last. Coming to the third part of the NCBI's GenBank, it contains the futures and sequences where you can able to provide the differentiations with the ending with the sequence with ATGC and finally providing with the double backslashes where it is representing with the closing of the flat file. There are different types of GenBank divisions. So, the different GenBank divisions are PRI, in the same manner the MAM, VRI and so on. So, hence these all the GenBank divisions provides the type of organisms which has been submitted in the flat file. Coming to the second DNA databases, that is DDBJ. So, DDBJ is DNA Data Bank of Japan, created DNA Data Bank activities in 1986 at the National Institute of Genetics, that is NIG, with the endorsement of the Minister of Education, Science, Sports and Culture. DDBJ has been functioning as one of the international DNA databases including EBI, that is European Bioinformatics Institute, responsible for the EMBS database in Europe, and NCBI, that is National Center of Biotechnology Information, responsible for GenBank database in the USA as the 2 other members. The website for DDBJ is www.ddbj.ac.jp.